Guys, my name is B. Hey, what's up, guys? My name is BTW, Fresh Master BTP, and welcome back to Let's Talk Manchester United. And basically, I'm just gonna be talking about their transfer rumours today. And first off, obviously we need a new goalkeeper. De Gea's gone, Lindegaard's old, Valdez is old, Amos is getting nowhere in his career. And so we definitely need a new goalkeeper. And yeah, have been rumours Cech coming to United. Obviously, he could be going to Arsenal, Manchester United, or another club outside the Premier League. And next up is Hugo Lloris, rumoured to be leaving Tottenham Hotspur. He's probably not going to be staying at Tottenham, says the papers, and he could be possibly making a move to Manchester United. And in my opinion, I'd much rather Hugo Lloris. He's much younger than Cech, and will probably give us a good couple of years with him, because he definitely was a good goalkeeper last season for Spurs. And I think if we get Hugo Lloris, it will be a good replacement for David De Gea, since he is going to go to Real Madrid. Back to the city where he was born, Madrid. And next up, we'll talk about the defenders. Now, you stop it when it comes to defenders, because we ain't got no good defenders. Okay, we've got young defenders that have potential. Smalling, Jones, Rojo, Luke Shaw's an up-and-comer. I mean, we need a good, solid centre-back that has experience in the Champions League, and yeah, basically need a defender. Rafael Varane is one that's been rumoured to be coming to Manchester United. A bid was obviously rejected a couple of weeks ago for Rafael Varane, and Mats Hummels. I personally think Mats Hummels will do better than Rafael Varane, but if we don't get Hummels, Rafael Varane will be good. He's only like 22 years old, younger than Smalling, younger than Evans. And Evans, I want him gone, because Evans, I mean, he hasn't been good for Manchester United. Also, who else? Well, yeah, Hummels and Varane could be coming. I would like both of them to come. Hummels said he's not going to leave Dortmund, he's not going to go to Manchester United. And Varane, our bid was rejected by Real Madrid. And I'll get into that bid a little bit later on. The midfielders. Now, midfielders. Who are we interested in? Roberto Firmino came from Hoffenheim, I think it is. He looks good, he looks decent, 22 years old, and yeah, if he gets to Manchester United, then that would be fantastic. Who else? Gundogan from Dortmund, another Dortmund player, I know, but what do you expect? I mean, Maurice is also linked with Manchester United as well, and Pogba said he's not going to go back to Manchester United because of the way they treated him. So obviously that deal's not going to go through. There are also a couple of others. Yeah, a couple of others. Lewis Cook also linked with many big clubs, including Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, Man City. I mean, Man City need young players. I mean, their estimate age is around about 32. That's old. That is old. I mean, Man United, you've got 26 years estimate range. Chelsea, 27. Arsenal, they've got 26 as well. So yeah, City need to buy. But this is about Manchester United, not the biggest rival City. It's about Manchester United. Anyway, on to strikers now. strikers, left wings and right wings. Now, Harry Kane, reportedly current Manchester United have put in a bid for Harry Kane for 30 million. And it was rejected, and they said they're not going to sell Harry Kane unless they get 50 million plus. And that is a little bit too much expensive. He's only had one good season in the Premier League, and if we buy him for 50 million and he's done bad, what are we going to sell him for? 10 million? Van Persie's on his way out. Falcao's going to go to Chelsea now, and we're left with Rooney and James Wilson. I mean, James Wilson, yes, he scored goals a couple here and there, but has he really proved himself? No, I don't think he has. Rooney, yes, but if we only have Rooney, then if he gets injured, we have to rely on James Wilson or Will Keane, and they're decent strikers, but they're not brilliant, they're not fantastic, not goal scorers that you need. And so Harry Kane, if we get him for 50 million, I might as well get him for 30 million, and if it's a flop, he's a flop. But another striker that I really, really, really hope comes to Manchester United is Karim Benzema. A really brilliant striker. He'll probably start up front, Rooney in behind. I want him to start up front with Wayne Rooney and have that diamond in midfield and four at the back and the goalkeeper, because that would suit Rooney playing up front with another person. But obviously Benzema's used to playing up front on his own in a 4-3-3 attack. So maybe it wouldn't suit Benzema, but I think if we get Benzema for 50 million plus is what Real Madrid want him to, and it's a huge risk, because there's a very rare player comes into the Premier League and does something straight away, like off the bat, like Sanchez. Ozil came in, he was a fantastic player, but when he came into the Premier League, he was crap. He was crap in his first season. Same with Angel Di Maria. I mean, Herrera was one of those Alexis Sanchez players that came in. Falcao had it hard when he came in. So, overall, you don't get many players that come into the Premier League and do a good job straight away. So, maybe Benzema will probably be like Falcao. But I want a striker that's proven in the Premier League, like Aguero. Yeah, like Aguero. You also have another strikers. I mean, we should never have sold Danny Welbeck, in my opinion. I love Danny Welbeck. I loved him at United, but he just got pushed out to the wing too often. I mean, Nani's back and he's probably be going. Cleverly is already gone, and that's not even a striker. But oh well, doesn't matter. But Cleverly is out. He went to Everton for free, and James Milner went to Liverpool for free, and Danny Ings went to Liverpool for 16 million. Oh. But if we're gonna get a striker, I want Benzema and Harry Kane both to come in. Not for huge amounts of money. Benzema maybe 50 million. Kane maybe 35 to 37 million, because I don't want him to come over 40 million like Angel Di Maria. Came in for 60 million and it was a huge flop. Well, first half of the season was brilliant. Second half, he just couldn't even play a passing correctly, couldn't he? He just couldn't get an assist. And when he did, it was rare. But do you know, the game against Hull, that was his first start since getting sent off against Arsenal in the FA Cup. His first start, £60 million, and he's sitting on the bench. That's how good he is when he came into the Premier League. So yeah, left wing, the play is already signed. Get in. Memphis Depay is a good signing, and is a huge up and comer, and he will actually be fantastic for Manchester United and fantastic all around. I hope anyway. I really hope so, because Nani's on his way out. after this season. If he doesn't do good, I think Van Gaal will sell him. Oh well. What else? I'm Robin is looking to sign for Manchester United. I'm Robin. Gareth Bale also to sign. I'm Robin actually want to get into him. He wants to sign for Man United since he's got his Dutch manager at Manchester United in Louis van Gaal, and he probably if 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 Bayern actually accepts a deal for him for Robin from Manchester United, I think he will sign and he will retire at Manchester United. I hope so anyway. I really do, because I want him at Man United and I want him to retire, same as Gareth Bale, because he did say a bid was rejected. It was a double deal for 250 million for Bale and Raphael Varane, rejected by Real Madrid, and if that was accepted, I'd be like, yes, a defender and a right mid plus centre mid, well, a versatile player in that. He's a versatile player, isn't he? Something in left mid, right mid, striker. So yeah, and final player I do want to get onto is Ronaldo, and I don't think he's going to sign for Manchester United. I do want him to, but I don't think he will. I hope he does retire at Manchester United though, because this is where his season, and this is when his career is kicked off at Manchester United. Brought in from Sporting Lisbon, and where his season kicked off was at Manchester United. When it, well, where his career kicked off anyway. It was at Sporting Lisbon, but when he actually did do well and he started doing well in his career was at Manchester United. And I hope he retires there because he's a huge legend, and we have open arms for him. We'll bring him back anytime. Anyway, guys, that's going to be the end of today's episode. I hope you enjoyed. Like if you subscribed, and peace.